Today, I have a story for you, one that involves lies, a corrupt organization, a smear campaign that conspired with NBC News, and a call-out. A video was published online today by a group known as Voters for Tomorrow. They're a political organization who claim to be a Gen Z-led movement who are trying to get left-leaning young people to vote. Now, let me show you a little bit of that video.
Have you ever heard of this infamous scammer? She's literally worse than Elizabeth Holmes, the Firefest guys, and Anna Delvey combined. Her name is Jill Stein, and despite the sweet old lady look, she's been scamming the entire country for over 8 years.
So it was a smear campaign against Jill Stein. Why does that matter, and what is so strange about this? Well, the thing is, Voters for Tomorrow gets basically 0 views across social media. Their TikTok page averages a few hundred. That video is under 300 views in like 12 hours. So when I found out that NBC News published an article at the exact same time those videos went live, propping up the false claims they made about Jill Stein and sending people to go watch their smear campaign, I knew something was up. Why would NBC News be ready to instantly prop up false claims from an obscure video that no one will see and will impact a minimal amount of people? It's because NBC News conspired with Voters for Tomorrow to launch this smear campaign. So why would they do this? What do these two have in common? Well, for starters, they both lean Democrat. They both support Kamala Harris and want to get her elected. And they share the same feeling, like a lot of Democrats in power, that the Green Party threatens their goals. Why? Because of their rising support, their superior platform, and their moral grounding. All things that the Democratic Party just cannot compete with on a level playing field. And they also understand that for the past 12 years, every year, a majority of Americans have expressed that they want a third major party in the United States. And so what this smear campaign actually is just a small piece of a much larger story, a history of Democrats trying to suppress third parties in the United States to maintain the duopoly. You can look online right now and see thousands of examples of this happening. Not only smear campaigns, not only propaganda, but legal action. This year alone, the Democrats spent tens of thousands of dollars suing the Green Party to try to get them off ballots in various states around the country. So now I'd like to call out Voters for Tomorrow for being a corrupt organization who misleads people about their goals and also being complicit in genocide. Voters for Tomorrow has endorsed Kamala Harris, and they're trying to get her elected, as is clear from their smear campaign. Their website says things I've said before, that our politicians have failed us. They think about themselves, they put their future over ours. I agree with that. They claim to be future thinking, but endorse someone who is complicit and a partner in the genocide of the Palestinians. They endorse someone who would not put an arms embargo on Israel, who would continue lending Israel U.S. weapons to commit more massacres. The ICC and the ICJ have ruled that Zionism is practicing apartheid. They're investigating Israel for genocide right now. Our current president, who's also a Democrat, has also been a willing partner for Israel. He's allowed every atrocity that's happened over the past 12 months to happen. It could not have happened without his unconditional support either. How can your organization highlight how you care about human rights when you endorse the atrocities happening in Gaza, when you fundraise and get people to vote for a genocidal maniac like Kamala Harris? How can people look at that organization and say, you know, they're putting all this work to undermine third parties who are anti-genocide while supporting somebody who's pro-genocide and claim to care about the future, who claims to represent Gen Z? I'm Gen Z. I care about human rights. What Voters for Tomorrow is doing is backwards and corrupt. Their complicity in genocide shows that they are nothing but a vehicle for the Democratic Party to continue to suppress true representation in America. I hope you enjoyed that story. If you wanted to do something to help out Palestinians in Gaza right now, there are plenty of links in my bio for you to check out. Thank you, and free Palestine.